On a day when the people of Udi have put on a celebration mood and everyone that mattered was savoring the rave of being in the close proximity of the royals, it was going to be difficult to assemble the prominent, powerful Dibias who make up the Council of Dibias of Udi. At that particular period in Udi, the Council of Dibias were pushing to be recognized as a key arm of the Aze's ruling council, just as the Council of Chiefs and the priests at the shrine. Odume, the head of the Council of Dibias, had always wanted a seat on the ruling council long before he became a Dibia, and right before his eyes, the Dibias of Udi were beginning to hold more influence among the people than the priests, and there was no better time to push for his place with the royals than now. More so, there was no better opportunity to prove their importance to the kingdom than subduing a witch on the day a goddess princess is installed. Odume led his fellow Dibias down to the barren fields, a place believed to be power neutral in the spirit realm. The little girl Akunne is in front, scared and trembling, but one could suspect her fright wasn't for the heavily charmed Dibias. Perhaps it was from inside her, the sleeping witch powers inside of her which has just awoken. The men took a moment to fortify themselves again for the witch confirmation ritual. If Akunne is not a witch, she will be subdued by the ritual. But if she is a witch, she will attempt to break away when the rituals begin. It was that simple, yet deadly. A lot could go wrong, especially if she is truly a witch. They could all die. They begin. The girl is put in the middle of a circle, in the middle of the circle formed by the Dibias. If she's not a witch, as they begin their chants and incantations, she will stay within the inner circle and sleep off or be terrified. But if she hosts a witch spirit inside her, she would attempt and most likely succeed to break away from the inner circle. As their incantations begin to trigger powers, Akunne comes alive. She stretches her arm at Abanna. She breaks his spirit. He staggers and falls to the ground. This threw the other Dibias off balance and in shock. The powers in Akunne is provoked into actions and the Dibias could not withstand it. While the others run away, Abanna is paralyzed on the ground, blood dripping from the edge of his mouth. That blood, at that moment, presents the biggest problem in all of Udi. A witch is not yet irredeemable and indomitable until they taste real blood rushing from a living human. This was pretty hard for any witch to find even in that era, which allows the Dibias some fighting chance in their face-offs with witches. But here, just a few steps away from her, the little witch Akunne has a living Dibia lying on the floor, offering precious fresh blood that even Atum, the great witch, would kill for. Akunne walks to Abanna. The other Dibias, terrified at the events about to occur, held their breaths. Akunne uses her finger to touch blood from the man's lips. She licks the blood. Meanwhile, at the cave shrines, a feast was underway. The new goddess princess is being led in a grandiose convoy to the shrine by an unbelievable crowd. In a matter of moments, she will be installed, and once that happens, all the problems in Udi will vanish, or so the people believed. Little did they know that the worst of their problems had just been coronated on the barren fields, and not even a goddess could match her. From afar off, one could hear the cries of, "Bless us, O goddess, the gods among us again, our living goddess." While she might not fully appreciate the magnitude of responsibilities now placed on her, nor the first thing to do about meeting them, Mrs. savored the adulation. She liked that from this moment on, everyone would worship her, even her father, the Eze of Udi. As Umeze arrives at the cave mouth, her father brings the news of the little witch who has broken away from the Dibias. He lets her know the news was already spreading and she would do well to address it in her first speech as a goddess princess so that the people can be assured she can deal with it. She wondered what in the world her role would have to do with a runaway witch. Just last night, she was only a girl with no responsibility nor a care in the world. How did she wake up to be the goddess who must fight and deal with a witch? Yes, the people think you can now fix all their problems, Ezechuba told her. This is why they worship you. Don't make them think otherwise. Meze tries to put herself together, recognizing all eyes were on her. But inside her, she was screaming and running back to her father's palace to hide inside her hurt. If the people from generations before her has imagined all these powers and blindly placed them on her, then she might as well pretend to actually be that powerful. Perhaps if she fakes it, she would find it. And if she still doesn't find it, she can keep lying about it. She might not know how to be a deity, but she has not forgotten how to be royalty.